Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I am Kiera. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. If this is your first time watching a pick a card reading, I'm just going to explain how these pick a card readings work. So in this video, I have three groups that you can choose from. This is pile 1, this is pile 2, and this is pile 3. You pretty much choose whichever group you will call it from, maybe from the thumbnail. I'm also going to put symbols for each group in just a second. You can also go straight to the timestamps and click straight forward if you know exactly which group you are here to watch. Also, with the timestamps, if you see like a lucky number or angel number in the timestamp, you can also choose that way. I find when I watch readings and I see like my angel number or number I've been seeing repeatedly in the timestamp, I usually go with that group and it is usually right. Feel free to take your time, meditate, ground yourself so that you can, make sure you choose the right group for you. Always remember that these are collective readings. They could be meant for multiple people, and if a message does not apply to you, just simply leave that message where it is if it does not resonate. Before we get into this video, I kind of wanted to just let you know the vibes that's going on right now, because I kind of like to do like an energy check with y'all, with myself. Y'all can also comment down below how you're feeling at the beginning of this video and also at the end of this reading if it made you feel better or worse. I would love to hear your feedback. But jumping into this video, I feel really relaxed and calm. As you can see, I got my amethyst crystal right here. And I also have this candle. It is actually an amethyst dream candle. I'm going to insert a clip right now so you can see it. It's actually from Bath and Body Works, and I got it as a gift, and I was like, oh my goodness, I love this candle. It smells super, super good. So of course, loving the vibes from burning it. But I just really wanted to burn this candle for this reading. I actually got the candle like a week and a half to 2 weeks ago, and I was like, I'm not burning this candle until the reading that I'm going to do for Aries season pick a card reading. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this video. I'm going to go ahead and give you some privacy so that you can meditate on the groups and figure out which one is best for you, and I will see you at your timestamp. Hello, group number 1. I hope y'all are doing well coming into this Aries season. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. So we're going to start off with the Pastel Journey. These are tarot cards from the Pastel Journey by Vanessa Samina. Love her decks. Love, love, love. I have like a couple more from her collection that I'm going to put into my collection. But yes, let's go ahead and get into your reading. So the first card we have for you is the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands. We also have the Seven of Wands, and then we also have the Eight of Swords. Okay. Okay, so by the way, I am going to be doing a three card spread starting off the reading, so past, present, future. So basically, this is your past, this is your current, and this is your future, or not your future, or I wouldn't say like, because you have free choice. Like I said in the beginning of this video, free choice, free will. You do what you want to do, but this is what it could lead to in the future, if that makes sense. I hope I'm making sense. So with the Queen of Wands, I feel like you were definitely in your energy. You were in your creative energy. You knew where you stood. You knew how to basically operate. You knew how to get things done. I feel like you were winning at some point, like maybe a couple months ago. You were up, you were winning, you were happy, celebrating yourself. You were not afraid to celebrate others as well. You were just in this like very creative spark of energy. You were also in this like energy of knowing what you wanted and knowing how to get it done. And I feel like with the Seven of Wands being your present, I feel like people started to see you as a threat. People started to see you as a person that can steal the shine, steal the joy from them, and they started to look at you as a threat. And I feel like that's not the energy that you need to be in. I feel like the advice that I can give to you this Aries season is continue to go hard for what you believe in, continue to stand for what you believe in, and do not allow, other people, because with the Seven of Wands in the traditional tarot, you see like people, like, now you don't see the people, but you see their wands trying to attack you. If you are the Seven of Wands, you see them trying to attack you. So it's like a bunch of people trying to take what you have, knock you down off your pedestal because you were doing so good. And coming into the Eight of Swords, and energy that you could possibly be sitting in if you allow this to continue, is being stuck in your head mentally, like feeling like you don't have any other option but to be where you are. And also like feeling like you can't escape the backlash. You can't escape the criticism. And you always have to remember that people are going to say what they're going to say about you, no matter what path or what choice whatever options you choose, whatever life, whatever career, whatever successes you have. People are going to feel some type of way no matter what. So you should always live your life, do what you want to do. Do not allow people to stop your joy because you see a couple of haters. That's what I'm getting from this vibe. It's just like people are hating on you and the things that you have come from to where you were. And of course we go through trials, we go through like cycles in life where one day we may feel like our super highs and highs, and the next day you might feel your lows and lows. But what I'm seeing is that it's time for you to get out of your own head, because you're allowing these naysayers to, dictate how you feel about yourself, and it's stopping you from being yourself, and it's stopping you from some creativity. Maybe you were in a situation where you were like, at your fullest potential, and people are seeing that as a threat, and you are maybe not wanting to take up too much space. And I literally, okay, this is a little side story about myself. I was driving in my car the other day, and I was just thinking, I'm like, why do I always tend to like try to not take up so much space? And I ask myself, like, why do I always try to make myself feel small to not take up as much room in a room? Like, if I'm in a room with people, I don't want to be the spotlight. And I'm like, girl, take up that fucking space. Take up that space. Because why not? Someone else is going to do it if you don't. So don't be afraid to take up space and show who you are. Like, be who you are and show who you are. Don't matter what no one else says about you, because this is making you feel, I'm getting a sense of like insecure about yourself or your talents. Like, you're starting to feel insecure about things because of what other people have to say about you. And then we also have the card, take a break, a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. And I feel like this is saying, I'm trying to make sure these cards are in focus. Okay. I feel like this is saying that to like get off the wheel of like, self-criticism and criticizing yourself. Maybe this is not even other people criticizing you. Maybe it's you criticizing yourself, like you were on so hard, but it's like I'm getting the vibes that you probably, it could be different stories for different people, but I'm getting the vibes that some of you may even be in your own way because you see yourself doing so good and you feel like, I'm doing too good. There got to be something wrong. You ever try to like, you ever be doing so good and you feel like something is about to go wrong because nothing is ever this perfect. I feel like that could be you as well. And that's why I feel like with the Eight of Swords, you were in your head a lot. But I feel like it's time to take a break and, stop being so hard on yourself and stop, blocking your blessings and blocking who you're meant to be. And we also have the card Transformation, which is the sign of Scorpio, which is all about transformation. So I feel like you need to transform whatever energy, all the time and energy that you are putting in to doubt yourself, or all the energy that you are putting in to care about what other people think, is the time and energy that you need to be putting into all your creative hobbies, talents, and pretty much just putting and pouring back into yourself instead of worrying about what other people have to say about you. And then we also have the card Stay Focused. Like I said, stay focused on your life. Stay focused on your life's work, your journey, and your path. It does not have anything to do with any other people. And I know that may sound selfish, but sometimes you have to put yourself first, no matter what, because like I said, either some people are making you feel less than what you are, or you're making yourself feel that. You need to stay focused on how you felt when you were in the energy of the Queen of Wands. Focus on how you can transform this your insecurities. And then we also have the card The Choice Is Yours, and it's literally in connectivity with the Eight of Swords. Like, as you can see, I love explaining it this way with the Eight of Swords because it makes so much more sense when you do so. As you can see, like, she's tied up, but there's a bunch of swords behind her. If she wanted to break free, she could. And in the traditional tarot, they're standing with a bunch of swords behind them, and they're like pretty much tied and blindfold. And it's basically like you are in your own way. You are pinning yourself down, and the choice is yours. The choice is yours if you're going to stay where you are, if you're going to decide to move forward. No matter what anyone else say or what you feel like, how you feel about yourself, you can push through that energy. You can push through the energy of self-doubt. You can push through the energy of insecurities. The advice that I would have for you, pal number one, is to get out of your head this Aries season, or when it comes to Aries season, if you find yourself, doubting yourself or people doubting you, don't pay attention to the naysayers. Pay attention to your goals, your life, and what is best for you, not what's best for other people and their feelings, because sometimes you can put the feelings of others before yours, but it also can take away from what you give to yourself. If you would like to support me and the channel and me doing these tarot readings, I will have my Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo all linked down below in the description box if you would like to support me. That would really, really help as far as getting like cleansing tools and also getting more decks so that we can, vibe more on the channel. Would definitely help out. But always remember, you are in control of your reality. Your life is your story and no one else's. You have the option to choose whichever path you decide to go down. Do not allow anyone else to tell you otherwise. But that is what I have for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you in another video. Hello, pal 2. I hope y'all are doing well coming into this Aries season. We're going to jump straight into your reading. Let's go ahead and get these tarot cards for you. So for the tarot deck today, we are using the Vanessa Samina Pastel Journey. Love, love, love her decks. Like I said in group 1, I have a couple more decks from her creations, from her collection, that I want to add to my collection. But the first card that we have for the tarot cards is the 10 of Cups, and I really love that for y'all. Like, just like satisfaction at an all-time high. Oh my goodness, we have the Sun. Oh my goodness, the Sun, the Sun, the Sun. And then we also have the Devil. Okay, so we're gonna have some some self-sabotaging ways coming through. But with the 10 of Cups and the Sun, by the way, I am going to be doing like 3-card past, present, future. So what I'm seeing from the past is that you were getting everything that you wanted. Everything in your life was being fulfilled. Maybe you've been putting in work and you finally starting to see it coming. Maybe in your current right now is when you're starting to see it. And then with the Sun, I feel like there's just a burst of energy. Just rejoice and just, just living life and loving life. But coming in with the Devil, I feel like it's not like a bad thing, because when you see the Devil, sometimes you could think bad things. I feel like it's more of a, you've been doing so good, you've been thriving, and I feel like it's going to be some temptation coming your way soon. Like, something is going to be tempting you to do something. It is not necessarily a bad thing. This could be something as simple as ex coming back and you're tempted to mess with the ex, or you stop drinking and you're going to have some wine or have a drink, or you stop smoking weed. BTW, I'm in the same boat right now because I stopped smoking like 2 years ago, and recently in the new year I started back smoking weed for some reason. TMI, I know, but it was just like the temptation be real, especially when you go down certain paths. And I just thought I wanted to be honest about that, just to let y'all know, like, we are all human. Like, we all go down paths that we feel like sometimes is not the best for us, and we still do it anyway. But I'm just feeling the vibes of not necessarily like a bad temptation, but definitely temptation at an all-time high. Like, there's going to be something tempting you to do something, and it's because maybe things been going so good for you. Maybe you're the type of person who, I feel like I said this in part 1, maybe you're the type of person who always, if something is going too good, then you feel like something is going to go wrong, so you end up messing it up yourself instead of allowing things to just be good and be what they are, if that makes sense. So with the 10 of Cups and the Sun, like I said, you are living in times of just happiness, or if not right now, then happiness is definitely going to be on its way to you. But just always remember, there are temptations. This can also be you just self-sabotaging what you had previously. Keep your head strong. Do not self-sabotage, because you always have free will. This does not mean this is your future. This just means things can happen. Maybe it's going to be a hiccup in the near future, and you may start to doubt things. You may start to self-sabotage things. This is a sign to keep your head clear. And also, keep believing in yourself. Like, if you were doing good, you're seeing things coming through, just always remember to, like, keep your head clear and, keep tunnel vision, if that makes sense. Just make sure you are focused on the outcome instead of focusing on the here and the now sometimes, because, and I know that's kind of like, clashing with what I say a lot. I can't even talk right now. It's like clashy with what I say a lot. Like, I always say focus on the here and now, not the future or the past, because that causes like stress and anxiety. But sometimes you do have to focus on where you want to go in order to get there, because if you focus on the here and now and things that are going wrong, then if you focus on the here and now and the things that are going wrong, you'll often lose track of, I'm losing my train of thought. Like, why is my train of thought just gone like that? Maybe it's time to pull another card. I don't know. My whole train of thought. We have align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? And I feel like that with connectivity to the Devil is like, the self-sabotaging or like the temptation that might be coming your way. Something that is not aligned with you is going to be coming to the forefront, and it's going to tempt you to maybe even try new things, or it's going to tempt you to, I wouldn't say step out of character, but it's going to tempt you to do things that you wouldn't normally do. And you need to, like I said, keep that focus, keep that tunnel vision, and stay in alignment with what you have going for yourself. I feel so weird that I just lost my train of thought. Like, it's like, yeah, I lost it. um, we also have the card Balance Emotions. So with the card Balance Emotions, I feel like instead of, reacting off of, I'm gonna put this right here because I feel like it goes over here more. Instead of reacting off of emotions, maybe you need to act on, like think things out a little bit more, because maybe if you are reacting off of your emotions, you tend to do things that you don't supposed to be doing. Like I said in the beginning of your reading, like for me, I started back, doing things I knew I wasn't supposed to be doing, or maybe like I said with the ex and the temptation with that, then you can start doing things that you have no business doing at all whatsoever. So just make sure you keep your emotions in check and don't allow emotions to make you make choices that you will later regret. We also have a detachment with Aquarius. So I feel like, I say that I feel like a lot, but with Aquarius, and connectivity with the devil and align your life, balance emotion, detachment, I feel like you need to just like let go of things that are out of your control. And the more you let go of the things that are out of your control, emotionally, physically, just anything that's going on in your life, the more you let go of the things that are out of your control, the better off your life is going to be, because you'll be able to live freely, you'll be able to think clearly, and you'll also be able to just live your life the way you want to live it. You don't have attachments to certain emotions, you don't have attachments to certain outcomes. So although you are focused on goals that you have, like let's say you just want to be a content creator and you want to just get your social medias off the ground, don't be so attached to the idea that you have to do your content a certain way in order to get to a certain space. Maybe you have to switch things up. Maybe you have to change the content that you're creating about, and that's what's going to get you to your end goal. You could still get to that destination, but it's a different route that you're going to have to take. So don't be so attached to, how can I explain? I mean, like my brain is explaining it to me. Like, don't be so attached to the journey itself, because things happen and things change, but still focus on the goal, but lose attachment to the journey itself. Do not be so focused on the ABC, the 1, 2, 3. Just focus on the end goal for yourself and you'll still get there, because things happen, life happens, things change, plans change, your feelings change, everything's changed throughout your life. So you don't want to live your life sticking to a certain plan because that's how you thought it out 4 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's not working, it's not working, and you need to, I feel like this is for me. This group might just be for me. Because I feel like I'm speaking to myself. Do not allow certain attachments to stop you from getting to your destination, because if you hold on and cling on to things that the universe is trying to remove away just to get you to your destination, you're not going to get there, because you're holding and clinging on to things that don't need to be there anymore. We also have confidence. And with confidence, I feel like you just need to have the confidence that, like I said before, if things are going great, let them go great. Like, you don't have to always feel like something needs to go bad. Have the confidence that it's your time. Like, it could be your time. Like, and I feel like with this 10 of Cups, like I said with the Sun, it's definitely your time. But you have to eliminate any of these self-sabotaging ways, distractions, things that are blocking you from your blessings. But that is what I have for your reading pile number 2. I hope you did enjoy it. If you would like to support me and the channel and me doing these tarot readings, I will have my Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo all linked down below in the description box if you would like to support me. That will really, really help as far as getting like cleansing tools and also getting more decks so that we can, vibe more on the channel. Would definitely help out. But always remember, you are in control of your reality. Your life is your story and no one else's. You have the option to choose whichever path you decide to go down. Do not allow anyone else to tell you otherwise. But that is what I have for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you in another reading. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. I hope y'all are doing well. We're going to jump straight into your reading. So we're going in with the Pastel Journey Tarot deck. by Vanessa Samina. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. So we have the Nine of Swords. We also have the Lovers. I feel okay. I feel like okay, I'm just gonna say what I feel. I feel like just with these two cards that I hate bringing bad love news to people. Like it makes me like get like really anxious because I know how it feels to like hear reading about your love life and it like be totally true. But I feel like your lover or your spouse or your, sneaky link or whatever the hell you want to call it is like keeping you up at night, causing you to stress out. And I think, yeah, I'm gonna say that, okay? And oh my goodness, we have the Ten of Swords. So we have the Ten of Swords. That's like being like at rock, not I wouldn't say rock bottom, but it's definitely the bottom pit, like of mental exhaustion, like being completely just tapped out, done. Like it's the ending of it. Like, and you have the 9 and the 10. Okay, so with the Lovers card, like I said, I feel like there is like like maybe some tension going on between your like relationships or like whoever you're dealing with, or like situationships maybe coming to an end. Like like it's been keeping you up at night, but you recently maybe even about to like come out of the situation. We'll have to get more cards to clarify, but I'm just getting the vibes of like two people. You ever see like the vision that I'm getting is like, you ever see that like one meme of like the couple who are so together forever, and then it's like, it's like sparks flying like the fire, but eventually the fire starts to burn out. That's the vibe I'm getting. Like that's just the vibe I'm getting from the beginning of your reading. It's like, I wouldn't say take a break like from this person. I'm trying to get like a better message. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to get like a better message that I can give to you about it. But I feel like it's keeping someone up at night. It's also like mentally exhausting the other person because maybe you're fighting a lot. Let's get another card to see how you can move forward in this situation. Oh, that is so beautiful. So we have Inner Temple Devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. So I feel like it's not even like a bad love reading. I just feel like you guys are maybe in between like a fight, or like in between something that is causing y'all to, like not be at, equals with each other. Like you're going at it with each other. And even with the Lovers being in the middle of the tarot for y'all, I feel like it's a time for y'all to come together and tune into the love that you have for each other, instead of always like fighting and bickering because you both are in your heads. I feel like this is something that you both are in your heads about, and it's making you not see and understand each other clearly. But the more you tap into the love that's there, the more you will begin to understand that person or your significant other. We also have the card Don't Be So Hard on Yourself. So with the card Don't Be So Hard on Yourself, it's basically just saying like all that, staying up late at night thinking about things, thinking about the fights that you had. This is like a sign for whoever is watching, whether it's you or your spouse or both of you. Honestly, just don't be so hard on yourself, because just talk to your person, because it could be solved in one simple conversation. May not even just a simple conversation, but conversations, should I say, because sometimes it takes more than one conversation to hash out differences. But just talk to your person and don't be so hard on them or on yourself when you are talking. Try to come from an understanding point. You ever hear the saying, the more you talk, the less you're listening? So try listening more instead of talking more. And that will help your situation out a lot. And then we have a Not Yet. I feel like with the Not Yet card in connectivity with the Ten of Swords, it's just like I said in the beginning, someone is like choosing to tap out because they don't want to do it anymore. Maybe this is you or the other person. This could be a message for someone else. I feel like this is not the time to like give up on what you have. It's a time to build stronger, because you have so much invested into it. Like this is not a time to give up on it. Like I said, don't be so hard on each other. Like try to understand each other's viewpoints, or like try to talk things through. Like understand that you don't always have to agree with the person to be in love with them. Like you're going to have disagreements. Sometimes when you think of soulmates and things like that, you think of being exactly one with someone, but sometimes you're going to have disagreements. So do not be so hard on yourself. Do not try to wrap things up because you don't want to deal with it. Relationships take time and work. Do not end a relationship because you don't want to put in the work, because whatever you weren't willing to do over here, you're going to have to do it over there. And I think honestly, some people are okay with you know, starting fresh relationships to be in a honeymoon phase, and then once that honeymoon phase is over, they go on to the next. That is very, very shitty, not only for yourself, but it's also shitty for the people that you're doing it to. So just always, you know, try to work it out, because I feel like there is still love there if you've been fighting with your person. We also have the card. This is a quote card. So this is, be kind to yourself, you deserve it. So if you have been hard on yourself, maybe even hard on your partner, like, try not to be so hard. Be kind to yourself and also be kind to them, because you both deserve it. Maybe y'all have been going through things outside of your relationship, and it's time for you to understand, you know, understand each other a little bit better, is what I'm getting. Like, just understand that your person, you know, may be going through something that has nothing to do with you, and vice versa. It could be flop. It could be you going through something that they don't understand. But like I said, you guys need to communicate it and work through it. I'm so glad that this reading did not turn out the way I thought. I honestly thought it was going to be a killer reading for like ending relationships, and I did not want that for y'all. But this is what I have for your reading. I hope you did enjoy it. Make sure you put your group emoji, the pink flower, down below in the description box. It's so crazy because I chose the group symbols before the reading, and the pink flower goes so well with your reading. But make sure you put that down in the description box to let me know that you watched this portion of the reading. I will click my PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo down in the description box. Feel free to support me in the channel on there so that I will be able to continue to bring you these readings, you know, buy new decks, buy, you know, incense, candles, any cleansing products to keep my house protected and things like that. Keep me protected, keep you protected. But that is what I have. Always remember, you are in control of your reality. Your life is your story. You have the options to choose which path and which direction you go down, and no one else. But that is what I have for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will catch you in another reading. Thanks so much for watching.